It is very clear that some of the pranks people do these days are becoming more dreadful than fun. This very one that I'll share here, I have two different prank videos, but the first one actually took the life of the person involved. I am really sad, but then this is what trust could do, because a spouse would actually say yes to certain kind of prank when they trusted their spouse, isn't it? Now let's watch this. This is about 2 minutes, but I'm gonna shorten it.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Sarah. I can't breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. I want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel
Sarah.
like when you ching on me.
Sarah. Breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut up.
Sarah. Sarah.
So have you seen the game that played out in this very video? And guess what? The man in question passed. Yes, he was deleted out of this world by mere prank, by the person he trusted, the person he gave his heart to. So in the comment section, people were questioning a lot of stuff. How did he get into that suitcase? How did he kept quiet and a woman was able to zip him up in that suitcase? How come he did not move to the extent that he became breathless and left this world? His spirit, though, because his body was recovered. This is not a laughing matter. This is very serious. You that listen to this, though I fast forwarded it a little bit to avoid YouTube copyright, from the tune of Sarah in that background making mockery of the spouse right inside the suitcase, did you really think that Sarah was being maltreated, being treated badly by the spouse, Taurus, because she made a claim? People say she actually made that video to support her claims that she was being battered. She went through 9 different lawyers. 9 different lawyers. It was the 9th one that sentenced her to life imprisonment. The 9th lawyer actually claimed that Sarah was going through spouse battered syndrome. That was a reason for carrying out such a crime, because she tried to defend her actions, what she did. Imagine going through 9 different lawyers. Someone that did something like that, they allowed her to go through lawyer A, lawyer B, until 9th one, even the 9th one coming up with that conclusion. You can see how it is that in the Western country, it is always the word of a woman. Yes, because this case, she didn't need to go through 2 different lawyers, talk more of 1 to 9. So what I saw here was a man that trusted the spouse. They were playing their pranks all over social media. I will share another prank here that people play often these days with the hope that they trusted their spouse, that is, their spouse would never get that wrong. But when you watch the video, you would see what played out in that prank. I mean, the second video that I will be sharing, so this is happening these days, that you could trust someone, and all of a sudden the person switched or switches to something else, right? Because this Sarah lady, obviously from the video, if you play the real video, she was obviously driving fun, watching tourists dying slowly in that suitcase. They say she left her there for a period of 11 long hours. 11 long hours before he finally, that was disheartening. Before people start staying close to you to the extent of coming to spend nights, days, sleeping, eating, sleeping in your bed with their eyes closed, they have trusted you, they've given you their lives, This is one thing I dread with going for people, Westerners. They can do a lot. Though these things also happen among us, the blacks. Yes, I cannot say it does not happen, because I recently shared a video of a young man who actually silenced the girlfriend by ripping off the head, put in the bag, and he was caught. The Nigerian Abuja-based gospel singer. And a couple of them that have happened in the past. So it's not the issue of being black and being white. It happened everywhere. And yes, it rains everywhere precisely. But then I think this thing is so common. It is so common among the Westerners, because what irritates them is entirely different from what irritates us. They take everything serious to extreme. Yes. And relationship is nothing to them. But being a foreigner, Sarah could have done something as in walking away, ended the relationship and walked away, rather than ending it in the manner she ended it. Because right now she's serving a life sentence. Life, oh my God, that's for life for her. She would have just walked away, say something to tourists, I'm no longer interested, blah, blah, blah. And then JJ carry her bag and go. But then, in this manner, it's really bad. Now, watch the second prank video and also see for yourself.
I trust my wife. I trust my wife. Oh! Nice and slow. Aim, look at the blue cup and just aim for the... Trust my wife. I trust you, babe, okay? Okay. I trust my wife.
It's gonna be a hole. Are we gonna do the whole length?
Alright, the couples in this video playing this game, I trust my wife, I trust my husband, and they were actually expecting their spouse to target the cup on their head. Boy, you saw what you could even blind someone by flinging that rope across someone's eyes. It's such a dangerous game. There are a whole lot of them. We listen, we don't judge. I know some people would do that on the video, and after the video they will go on to argue, and some will keep thinking about what their spouse have said in that we listen, we don't judge, especially when they say something really nasty. After the game you laugh over it, but will still be ringing. So this person actually thought this about me. So this is what he has been thinking about me. Blah, blah, blah. That kind of a thing. Some of these games, some of these pranks are absolutely dangerous. We should desist, because there's certain things we do, to be honest. Yes. Because when people were wondering how the tourists got into this suitcase, they said Sarah convinced him that they were going to play a prank game. They were playing a game. You can imagine, for a man like that to fit himself into that suitcase. This happened. It's a game of challenge. You will be like, okay, I'm going to do it. Is that what you want me? I will tell you that I'm a hero. I can fit in. I can do it. Magicians, they do that. They come off with magic, So that was obviously what played out, how that man got into that suitcase, and he never knew it was going to be his last day on earth. And he was calling out the spouse's name. Sarah, I am breathless. Sarah, I can't breathe. Sarah, I am passing. Sarah was calmly responding to him. Yeah, this is what you did to me, blah blah blah. But why do we choose to silence people in such a, even if, is there any way better to silence someone? No, no, it's a capital no for me, you know. So before you get into any prank with your yellow waifu, with your black waifu, black husband, any color, any race or races at all, please take some caution. Yes, please don't play the dangerous ones. Anyone that you're suspecting something that is not great, please don't go into it before it becomes the person's last on earth. Yes, I've tried playing pranks on my husband 2 times. I noticed he didn't find it funny. The first was when we were about to get married. I went for our HIV screening and all them screening. When we got the lab result came, I pretended I was crying. I pretended, you know, as in trying to make him understand that yes, the result came out positive. HIV positive. With these stupid things in the name of pranks. My husband was really mad at me. My husband to be, because we were not married then, we were preparing for our wedding. He was really mad and pissed. And the second prank was in Saudi Arabia when I pretended to be blind. Some of you watched that prank on my previous video. I pretended I went blind instantly. He didn't find it funny afterwards. In fact, he almost called the ambulance. You can imagine. And afterwards, he was sad with me. You know, the third one was the one I shared here. The prank video was 30 minutes plus. I didn't get to post it because my husband was really mad at me when I pranked him that I was going out with our driving instructor, who was also his driving instructor, my own driving instructor, a white elderly man like that we were going out. He felt terrible. He felt really, really terrible. And I said, no more. I'm not going to be pranking this man again. Instead, you know, my son acts like me. He's jolly, jolly, jolly. You know, maybe when he he makes his face is the way I do. I guess he has borrowed that from me because I make funny faces a lot. You know, I think possibly that would be going well with my son and myself and not my husband. I leave him out of every nonsense, every nonsense crap. Anyway, it's good that I was laughing, or I am laughing at the end of this video. But the beginning, please, before you prank anybody, understand the person's head status. You know, especially don't prank somebody and give the person high BP, raise the person's BP. If the person is not a BP patient, you suddenly make that person to become a BP patient. That would be a mean thing to do. Or the prank that you prank somebody, the person will fall into a dish and blah blah blah, like they do in Nigeria. Watch Facebook. Sorry, if you're on Facebook, you'll be seeing some of those terrible pranks, you know, where people would fall, pour their food, lose their tenge. Oh my goodness, it's really bad, you know. Anyway, this is it for this video. Thank you for your time. Like and subscribe and keep coming back.